That's it.
This is the difference between AR 500 plate and half-inch plate. Mild steel. How many shots do you think's in that thing?
Probably at least 30.
There's more than that. They're on top of each other right here in the center. I think I had 9 shots in under an inch with that bolt action. I mean, this has, I think, about the same amount as this one.
Knocked the shit out of it, that's for sure.
Not even the 7mm did any dents. 7mm on this one.
That go right through.
Yeah. Alright, so we got our thicker plate out. We tried it at 75 yards, we tried it at 100, we tried it at 200, and we repainted it a couple times. And so far, not even the 7mm puts a dent in it. We even tried shooting the chain up here to see how it would hold for the welds. Put a divot in it. Still solid. On this side here, we were shooting at it about 200 yards with the ARs with some full metal jackets. It's not bad. Another 7mm hit up here. Again, little divot, but nothing really bad. Now this plate here, we've hit it with everything from soft points to ballistic tips to full metal jackets to army green tips. Really couldn't get much out of it, so it worked out really well, especially on the chain there. Our rabbit target, again, we compared this to the half-inch plate. We did get some bending up here on the rebar. You can see this thing got hit so many times. You can actually see the knocked all the rust off that rebar all the way up. You see our spalling all the way up and down the sides there. But at 200 meters, you put about 35 rounds. Because we had it in here earlier, and then we took it out and tried 5 more times with bolt action, and tried to see what we could do up here. You know, it works. Perfect swinger for the rabbit. And then our AR 500 plate here. I originally bought this out in San Antonio, and fuckers, first time out, 19 rounds, and it fell off. So I took it here to the welder that we have here locally, and for $10 he welded it back on, put a new bracer all the way around it, and he's also the guy that did all this stuff here. And we shot it. We had actually Department of Homeland Security guys out here with their little fancy guns. They were all suppressed 308s, and I don't know what the hell they got. Apparently a lot of money. But they struck it a few times, and they couldn't even put a fucking dent in it. So even with their alright, so basically here's the end result. Out of the 3 days we've been testing the steel targets, day 1 we only got 19 rounds. They broke. Went to our local welder here. He hooked us up. We went through. Did basically 3 days shooting them. Everything in this can was pretty much fired at those 4 plates. All these 7mm, 139 grain, were fired at them. We were using Barnes, 55 grain, ballistic tips from Hornaday, some Armageddons, 55 grain from Nosler, Everglades ammo, full metal jackets, 55 grain, and 55 grain Hornaday soft points. And these are the ones we used last year for deer hunting, and took down 4 deer. not an issue. So, I mean, overall, I guess what we've learned over the last couple of days is if you're going to use mild steel, make it thick and shoot it at a distance. The AR 500 plate is 10 times more effective. Just make sure when whoever you're buying it from has it welded or has the ability to at least fix their mistakes. The guy that we originally purchased it from in San Antonio, since we're out here in West Texas in El Paso, he said, yeah, $20 and I'll fix it, but you gotta mail it back. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's not customer service. The local guy got here, he's pretty good, and he's the one else that went out there and helped me shoot this. So his philosophy is if we can break it after he makes it, he'll go ahead and fix it for free without charging us. So I thought that was pretty cool that he'd take his time, take his bullets to shoot at the targets, verify they were good. Pretty much, if you're going to build something to shoot, overbuild it. We tested a bunch of different things because we were trying to figure out what the least amount of material would need to be what our effective volume of shooting is, and pretty much what we're sitting at is 1/4 inch AR 500 plate at 150 yards. We'll take about everything that we have. Just make sure the support rods are strong and that the welds, wherever it attaches to the swinger, the better you can make it swing, the more energy you're going to save as far as it getting transferred to the plate. So if you guys are going to build you up a set for your range, just take those things into account.